I said something along the lines of, you guys make me stay out here, sooner or later I'm going to have to go to bed.
Because it is like work laws with that shit. Because I think how it is, it's like, it's a minimum amount of overtime you can get. So I think when you reach past like 55 hours, like they got to be like, all right, go home.
Right.
Or you can only work, I think, like a maximum of 12 hours a day. So if you work over 12 hours, I think that's like low key illegal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
taking money from the government.
On me. So if you're working 7 to 7, don't go 7 to 8. Right. You leave at 7. Like that, you worked at jobs before where they made you leave.
Yeah, man. There's been a couple of times that's happened, and it confused the fuck out of me when it first happened. I'm like, you guys want me to leave?
That's what I'm saying. And then like they'll straight up while you mid working be like, hey, Thomas, all right, go. I already clocked you out. Yep. You're like, damn, bro, I'm still doing this.
That actually happened to this dude I work with not too long ago.
Yeah, because again, like you said, if you work past that point, then that's just free money. Because then now the government can't really tax that shit like that, and I was like, damn. So when you actually get the amount of money that's due to you, that's when they gonna pull you back.
Right.
It's fucking system.
Capitalism.
On me.
Now, dude, I'm in a rock and a hard place because I'm in a union, and really the only way you can get fired from a union is if you just don't show up or if you do some crazy ass shit. But I'm not making bad money at all. But I have there's an opportunity. Rachel's brother just moved somewhere. And they're paying like a couple dollars more. So, I wouldn't be losing anything if I stay. But here's the thing. I love this job because, if I do get a route or when I do get a route, I'm just driving to like 4 places, dropping off tires. And that's half my day. The other half is I'm on a forklift. And the warehouse is so fucking huge, dude. 9 times out of 10, they always forget I'm there. I'm milking the fucking clock.
You can just sneak off someone like how it was at Cara House.
All the time, dude.
Make a own fort.
Just I know you like remember that shit. And their tires. You can hide in them bitches. But, like, I'm at I'm like, do I want to go to a job where I'm going to be having to do way more work, but I'll be getting paid more? Or should I just stay comfortable, stay at this job, and I'll get raises over time?
It's just like the ongoing battle of mental freedom or like pocket freedom, like money freedom. Like, do I just want to sacrifice my mental shit for more money?
Right.
That's just life.
And I'm already mentally at a bad place. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I don't know if I need that extra.
Like, is it really worth it? And then how they tax and shit, it's just like, well, technically, I'm only gonna be getting like an extra like 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's like
that's the thing. It's like I don't unless I'm getting paid an extra $5. I don't think it's worth it,
bro. Like, I'm definitely not leaving no job for like an additional $1 or $2. Like you said, that shit has to be $5 because raises are cool, but you gotta look into that's more money being taken off for tax.
Yep.
Like, honestly, how much are you really making? Because people be getting happy like, oh shit, I got a $1 raise, and it's like, man, bro, that's like an extra 30.
Yeah.
Your gas, like now your gas is taken care of. That's pretty much it.
You still have 30 other.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit don't make sense. Because I remember when we used to deliver and we got fucking raises and shit. And you be hype as fuck. And then you look at your paycheck like, bro, it really ain't that much of a difference.
Not at all, man. For real. And that's the thing. I like the way you put it. I would rather choose my mental health right now over just because like you said, I mean, I'm going to get more money, but I'd just be getting, okay, now I don't have to worry about my car insurance.
That's what I'm saying. Something hella low, bro.
Unless that shit's like, okay, I'm knocking out 2 bills at once.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm probably going to stay with this job because it's very rare. I've been looking my whole life for a job where I can actually work. It's not like I just slack off.
Right.
But they're so laid back that it's nice to not have people breathing down your neck 24/7.
Exactly.
I can just do my thing.
Mind, man. That peace of mind.
Every time new music comes out, I can play it while I drive around.
In the car. Like, yeah, on me beautiful. Type shit. The only way I'm sacrificing my even a bit of my like mentality is if that check is beyond incredible to where it's worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I'm in the same boat as you. Look, it's chill over here. I can do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is like fucking micromanagement. I fucking hate micromanagement. I hate it. That's another reason why I like delivering.
But that's the thing. That was like why delivery jobs like Amazon and FedEx and all that sounded amazing to me. But then if you end up being unlucky and you work for a third party like how we worked for Austin Express,
exactly.
Then you got oh, well, not only do you have to do your job, you have to do 30 other people's jobs. And now you're not getting home until like 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, micromanaging's a big thing.
Hell no, I love that shit. Just come in, I only see your ugly ass for like 10 minutes, and then I'm gone.
Right. And the vans we drive have like cameras in them, so they know where we're at. But
yeah, but it's still
I'm not doing shit illegal anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like you looking over my damn shoulder every fucking 5 minutes.
I remember back at Austin Express, there was a guy, and the turnover rate was so high, I stopped even talking to people because they would just be gone the next day.
That's what I'm saying.
There was this dude who I was really cool with for, the first 3 days. And he got fired. I think Josh was the one that fired him because he, not knowing and really thinking about it, he put his hat over the camera on the car.
Yeah.
But he was doing that just because it held the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went the whole shift and they couldn't see him. And they're like, yeah, you could have been doing anything. Even if you weren't doing anything, we wouldn't know because you covered the camera. So, dude literally got fired just like that. And, it sucked because he was one of the ones that did his job.
Right. So it's like, why the fuck?
Man.
Y'all know y'all could have gave that man a pass.
Because, I remember they even told us at this job, they're like, we hate to say it, but if that camera's covered for more than 3 seconds, there's no telling what you could have been doing. You could have hidden something, or I'm like, all right.
No, you remember they used to put the stickers over the camera?
Yes.
At Amazon, they put the,
I remember that.
the invoice sticker.
Dude, I would always take them off because I'm like, I don't want them to think.
Yeah, I know, because they're gonna put that shit on you. That shit was funny. I heard so many crazy stories from that whole delivery shit. Like, people be doing fucked up shit in there. And it's worse shit than even, like, smoking weed. Like, I heard stories about people picking up, like, they significant others.
Fucking in the
doing
back.
crazy ass shit in the truck. I'm like, damn, dog. It's at a certain point to where it's like, man, look, you can just wait at home.
Right.
Like, what I'm saying? Like, we grown. Like, you can just wait at the crib. Like,
and not only that, man, we headed down to a science. When I got my route, I was automatically able to tell, okay, I'm going to be out. Even if I work my ass off without a lunch, I'm not getting off till 6 o'clock.
on me.
So I'm definitely not about to try to pull up on somebody and kill time.
That's what I'm saying.
Because then you're going to be out till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. You already got a
that.
heavy ass route. And then anyways, the add on top of that, them vans and trucks was dirty as fuck.
Yeah. And
Bring
they stuck you with the fucking U-Hauls.
On me, you gonna fuck around and give your girl a UTI. You gonna have an STD from fucking in those dust buckets.
I was about to say, the dust just flying around and shit. FedEx was a little better, but once again, my luck, I got hired by a third party that just wasn't really, they gave me the hardest work, which I understand. When you go into a job, you're a newcomer. You're gonna start off with probably the shit end of the stick, but the thing is, you can't let people take advantage of you.
Exactly.
And that's when I started wising up. I'm like, okay.
Especially since you've been in the business.
Yeah.
So you know how the shit works.
Dude,
like, they be trying to pull a fast one.
When they found out I worked at Amazon, they laughed about it. And they're like, well, we do things differently here. I'm like, yeah, well, you guys have a different truck. That's about it. Y'all still deliver the same fucking packages.
Just a different program like y'all use. This is the same shit, bro. Don't try to fool me.
Now, UPS, that's top dog shit. You have to, from what I've heard, you have to work in the warehouse and work your way up to driver.
Yeah, it's like a waiting list, bro. Like, you're going to have to slave at the warehouse. And then, I don't even know, trial by fire. and then you'll get in that truck and you'll be good. Because UPS dudes be, legitimate. Especially you working at Amazon and FedEx, we be slacking off a little bit. For example, and I did this at both jobs. Amazon and FedEx, it'll be times where I just have that shirt on just to load my truck so they can see. But as soon as I hit that road, bro, I'm in a regular t-shirt, you know what I mean, doing what I can to adjust to the weather. It don't matter what type of weather it is or conditions. Them UPS drivers be in uniform.
Oh, it's like
socks
on some military shit. If you take that shit off, you're fired.
Bro, they got all you see is brown.
They got the, Dickies style
shorts. Dog, with the socks. I seen a UPS driver with UPS stamped socks. And I asked them because with FedEx, people be having FedEx shirts and hats.
Right.
But get this. They be like, yeah, I ordered off Amazon. Make it make sense. But I'm like, okay, whatever. But UPS, I seen dude with the socks. I'm like, no, you get those, you got those off Amazon? He's like, no, this from the UPS store. I'm like, damn.
The UPS store?
I'm like, damn.
They got their own merch store?
On me. Let me go in the UPS warehouse and see a whole little kiosk back there.
I'm not going to lie. At the FedEx, when you went into the cafeteria part, they actually had legit cafeteria food.
Really?
The FedEx station. Mm-hmm. It was the one out in St. Peter's. So I don't know if they all have that, but I go in there and they have a legit Like how at Rittner High they used to have like a merch table, but it legit had like the glass tables with the items inside on the shelves, and the shit was hard.
You just pick it out. Let me get this one.
Dude, they legit had like FedEx, like, you know, visors, not even just hats, umbrellas type shit. But I'm not gonna lie, still to this day, and I was actually talking to Rachel about this the other day. We're deep cleaning the closet, you know, and I have not really unpacked a lot of shit from when I originally moved like 2 years ago. So they've just been in these boxes. She's like, no, we got to clear this shit out, go through what you don't want. Well, she tried throwing away or, you know, getting rid of my, I don't know if you remember those really nice Amazon jackets they gave us.
Oh, yeah.
When you put the hood up, it had the built-in visor, so the water flew off.
Just flew right off. That shit next level. I still got mine too.
Dude, and I'm not going to lie. I said to myself, I put in enough work to where I don't have to be a current Amazon driver. Now, I'm not trying to imitate this guy. I'm not trying to walk into buildings wearing it, hoping that people think I'm a delivery courier.
It's not false valor because you a veteran.
Gunshots, please. That was one of the best things I've heard, man.
For real, bro. That's how it be for us.
Because, you know, even if an active Marine isn't an active, or even if an inactive Marine isn't active,
still put in that work.
They still put in that work, man, so they can wear the shit.
Oh, me. We can too. I still got my Amazon jacket. Like 2 Amazon shirts. Oh, yeah, I got you, bro. I got 2 Amazon shirts. And I keep all that shit. Because I wear that shit around the house. If I need to make a run to the store, I throw the shirt on. I don't care. Yeah, question me about it.
If somebody's like, "Oh, do you work for Amazon?" I'd be like, I just say, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Because it's like, what do you like? Do you really even care? Or are you just striking up? You know,
right?
You don't know my story.
And then especially for us, we OGs in the game. So like for the people that's listening right now, that's not from St. Louis, I know you're not gonna understand how impactful this is, but someone can come up to either one of us and be like, "Oh, you worked at Amazon?" Like, "Yep." Like, "Oh, you worked at the one at Pontoon Beach?" Like, "Yeah, I did," but give you some more information. Shit, I started off with the one in Hazelwood.
Yeah.
It was one in Hazelwood?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been in this. Trial by fire, bro.
You know, and I got out of there before they officially moved to Pontoon Beach.
Yeah, but still,
I was there in the early years.
On me, you was there in Hazelwood, bro.
You know, that shit was... I remember I was one of the people that would hide in the break room and hope that they forgot I walked in.
On me.
And every time Keith would come in and, you know, have his rant about...
Yeah, all that bullshit.
If you guys go and hide, we're going to come to you first. And sure enough, they did. They did. The last route... What?
No, I was about to say, that was a funny-ass era. Funny saga.
It really was, man. Hey, I'll be honest. That was I think that was the number one job out of any job I had where I did not talk at all. The only time I talked were to you and like 3 other people that worked there, but they all got fired.
You know me.
And that's when I'm like, okay, it started hitting me like 2 months in where I'm like, maybe this job, maybe it's not people that think the job is too hard. Maybe it's the management.
That's how it is at the end of the day.
So,
because the more I learn about the business, the more I realize it's really just a contractor's or manager's fault because they have access on how to put the routes together and how to work them.
Right.
And they decided to put these routes so fucked up, and that's what makes people like, man, fuck this gig.
Yeah,
but
for
shit.
real.
But fuck them, no, that shit's in the past, bro. But anyways, hold on real quick. We damn near 14 minutes in. Let's go ahead and knock out the intro. STLiens podcast. This is Charlie X speaking with my main man Skew, Tojo, Alley Cat T, whatever you want to call him, because he got the T. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah, man. I hate to say it, but I was just telling Rachel this the other day. I have a lot of nicknames, and it's funny because and I want people to know this on record. If you hear Charles Milan or anybody refer to me as any name, I want you to know I never asked them to do it.
But that's how it is.
That's how it is. But that's the thing, though. There's people that think like, oh, he wanted to be called Brick. So he's a brick. I didn't ask for this shit. Some of the names I actually don't even agree with, but I can't change it. It's just what's been bestowed upon me.
That's how it is. That's just how it is. That's how nicknames work. Like no one, like you such a head ass if you give yourself a nickname. Yes. It's given to you by like, it has to be, if more than 2 people address you by it, that's your nickname.
Right. And I said, you know, you got the unfortunate people that are called fumbles. because they fucked up that one
exactly time. Or they call him like something weird like worm.
Yeah, worm.
Or like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you know he ate a worm once.
Yeah, exactly.
His name's
like,
Worm now.
Like, yeah, he ate some dirt and there's a worm in it.
Yeah,
so we call it Worm now.
And it's so genius that we're even talking about this because I'm about to make a perfect transition real quick into how first episode of The Wire, that guy, I think his name was Snot, got killed. And Jimmy, or McNulty at the beginning was like, why do they call him Snot? Like, and dude was just like, oh, you know, he's... I think he like had allergies. He sneezed a lot. Called him Snot.
That's how it is.
It's like what?
Because if you really deep in your community like that, like if you was raised like as a youngin, then your nickname is going to be Goofy when you're older, only because you got that nickname when you was young. So our mentality wasn't as like good as it is now. So when you young, you think of dumb shit like Snot and all that. Mm-hmm. But with the older you get, the more you're established with that name. So we ain't going to change it.
Yeah, it's like we already know that's... And that's the thing. Really, it's... People don't care enough.
That's what I'm saying. People don't.
That's what makes it kind of funny,
right? People don't care enough, and it's just one of those things where it's like, come on, bro, you know how you got it. Like, yeah, obviously, we know you not like that now, but it's just like, come on, bro. Like we've been calling destiny. This, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like, we can't hate on you for that. I'm just glad that I have yet to have a nickname like that.
Exactly, but then it's kind of like a silver lining in it too. It's kind of like a blessing inside of that because, like, for example, we're going to use that Wire reference like Snot, right? If we knew somebody we came up with and we called them Snot, someone that's outside of our group that just came in, that's around us, if they hearing that and they called him Snot, we going to get on him. Because it's like, no, you wasn't there.
You can't.
So you can't call him that.
That's like, and we've talked about that. We've experienced this actually together a lot of times about being around people that, you know, we'll have a, you know, obvious inside joke and they have no idea. They could not have any possible way of even knowing what we're talking about.
Exactly, but
they'll
say
act like they do, and it's like, nah, man,
you don't get it. You wasn't there.
This is something that you had to have been in that.
You had the experience.
And last time I checked, you weren't there.
No, you wasn't. It was just us, bro. You can laugh, but don't try to keep repeating it. Don't, you know what I mean?
That's the thing, man. Sometimes when I'm in like public settings, I will, you know, if somebody makes a joke, and even if I have no idea what the fuck they mean, I'll laugh just out of common courtesy.
That's what I'm saying. Just out of I do the same shit. I just do a little chuckle. And then, like, a lot of times, bro, the other party will respect that. And then a lot of times they bring you in. They be like, yeah, bro, so what happened was. And then you're like, oh, okay, cool. I got it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we ain't going to say no names. We know who used to do that. We ain't gonna expose. We
know who we're thinking of, but we also know that there was throughout life there was multiple people. But we definitely know who the originator was.
We know who the main person is. Nah, that shit was dope though. Inside jokes are always fun. That's what makes the friendships last right there. You know what I'm saying? Those inside jokes are crucial.
I mean, shit, you're absolutely right.
Nah, for real, that's like dead serious. That's. I feel like if it was a big ass spider web of like what a friendship is, the main one would be inside jokes. Like,
I mean, because that's the thing. It's like
that's what builds the foundation for every fucking thing like y'all gonna do together. Like as soon as y'all find that one inside joke, friendship is gonna flourish because y'all can just be doing some random shit like being outside and see someone do some dumb shit and that reminds you the inside joke and you say it and then it's like, oh shit,
right.
That's the start. Like
it's their memories really
on me. Like
they're just different memories in a different way.
Exactly. I can't use us as an example because we got so many inside jokes. I don't know which one's the originator.
Right.
But you can think of any friendship and be like, all right, it was cool. But once we got that first inside joke, that shit was lit.
Right.
That's how it is.
And, you know, it's determined off... I would like to feel like if you're extremely close with somebody, whether people know it or not, if you have somebody that you're the closest out of anyone, they're number one on your list, whatever, what was the last thing you said? Because I was piggybacking off that.
No, because basically I just said the friendship doesn't flourish until you have that inside joke. So for example, if you just met somebody, and this can be now or even back when you was kids, y'all already have a certain type of similarity that made y'all want to talk and connect. Mm-hmm. But it seems like y'all just acquaintances just talking, and like it's like, all right, this dude cool, like, you know, this is a nice conversation. But it doesn't get to that actual bond until y'all get that inside joke. Yeah. Because it's just like,
that's the start of you got actually memories to look back on.
On me.
But Yeah, I mean, basically, I had one of the, brain zap. I just forgot what the fuck I was leading up to, but they're very important. Something along the lines of, if you're extremely close with somebody, whether you know it or not, that's just measured by how many inside jokes you have with that person.
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
Because that just means you guys have been around each other and have experienced life. And here's the thing: the older you get, you're supposed to become wiser through just a big ass game of like trial and error, right? Mm-hmm. So the more times you make errors, you learn from them,
exactly,
and you grow wiser over the years. So at the same time, you got a shit ton of inside jokes with somebody that you've known almost your entire life. You're not only growing, but you're growing with them.
Exactly.
And
like
simultaneously, yeah, you guys got these things that you can look back on.
Exactly.
And that's a beautiful thing.
It really is, bro.
I never thought about that.
Nah, for real.
I hope whoever's listening starts, we should start winning awards for this podcast, because I don't think Joe Rogan's not touching on this shit.
Dude's crying right now, texting their people, man. I love you, man.
I love you, man.
Yeah, stay up.
Two dudes. Stay up.
That's
it's a very heartwarming thing.
No, because man, we can never be vulnerable around other men. We got to say like masculine, tough shit to mask it. So we got to be like, saying I love you, dog. Just like, stay up, man.
Yeah,
we
got. I'm not even lying. It's so funny that we're even talking about this, because once again, this is to reiterate to the people that we don't choose these topics. We're just, we haven't seen each other in a week. So
yeah, I know. So we just be catching up. Yeah.
Just the other day, yesterday actually, I was going through. I got the voice memos on my iPhone from when we would like be in the studio back in the day, and I was just going through trying to like find ones that were not even of that, just shit that I could use to clear up space on my phone. But I went by and listened. It was like 25 minutes long. I'm like, what the fuck could that have possibly been? And I forgot we were driving around and I was playing like maybe 6 or 7 beats that I made.
Oh yeah, it's a freestyle.
Yeah, and dude, you freestyle for that entire 25 minutes. And
we were so turned though. I think
we were drunk, and it actually showed a lot, because there was a bar where you're basically like, this beat make me call off work tomorrow
type
because
shit.
I'm like, turn off this shit. But I listened to the whole 25 minutes, man, because one, hella beats that I forgot I even made, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, it pains me that I'll never be able to get them back, but you were saying some real ass shit, and it made me think. I'm like, dude, ever since I found out if you make music, you can create your own vinyl. You can actually press your own vinyl.
You was telling me about this.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna get an EP and press that 25-minute thing and make it an official release. Dude, that'd be hard as fuck.
That would be so dope. That'd be dope to kind of do with anything low key. What if you made like a short film, a documentary, and press that shit in the vinyl?
It'd be the soundtrack.
Yeah, but that's still kind of dope though. Like,
yeah.
See, I'm so head ass, and this is why I can't have a lot of money. Like, I'll legit buy like the soundtrack to every popular movie I like, and I even have like the soundtrack where it's the music. I would just have the whole movie just audio only on vinyl, and whenever I have company, I'm like, oh, okay, you're a fan of Pulp Fiction?
Bam.
Put the vinyl on there, just audio, like a whole Kindle, but like just on vinyl, just play that shit.
You know what, man? That's actually not a bad idea.
On me, just have a.
It'd literally be like a fucking, what do they call those? An audiobook, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like a whole movie vinyl listening party. I'll just put the movie on vinyl on, and we'll just socialize.
By the way, I was gonna tell you, I got it in the mail because I ordered it back in the day, like months ago. Alchemist re-released Covert Coupe on vinyl.
And I seen you post that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you post it?
Fucking beautiful, dude. And Milan was like, yo, we should all come over and I'll play it. Because, dude, that shit, like, I played it the first day I got it.
I know, it's so hard, bro. It's so hard.
People don't, a lot of people like to think there's cap when it comes to the vinyl listening, but it's exactly how you should, like, it's how you should be listening to the music in the first place.
It's clean. You can hear the difference.
There's monophonic and shit like that, but I love it, man.
Yeah, for real. That shit is clean. We definitely have to have a listen partner with that shit. And that's the right album to do it as well.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's the right album.
I got Pinata too. And I got that Kanye unreleased demo tape.
Yeah, you do with the Cardinals merch on.
With the Cardinals merch, man. Ozzie Smith jersey to be exact.
Damn, and he had the little mini fro action.
Yeah, and he had that
iconic
prayer hands. Shout out to Kanye, man. And off The Life of Pablo, 30 Hours. He name dropped St. Louis twice.
Yeah, he did.
And then reference Nelly. Mm-hmm. Chicago.
Nelly was at the Blues game too. Shout out to Nelly.
I saw that, man.
He was hitting that drum. I'm like, okay.
He did. Fucking.
Oh, me. Hey, Nelly is so. I'm gonna give Nelly his flowers, and not only that, but Nelly is so innovative because this dude, like, he's the only he's the only rapper, bro, to ever connect hit the streets as hard as he did, come out with street anthems. The hood was fucking with him, and he straight transitioned, and now he got all the country white folks loving him. That's crazy. Like, really think about this. This dude was talking about going down whatever street with street sweepers. Like,
well, shit, even back then, at least St. Louis white people loved him.
On me,
they didn't even really realize, I guess, what they were rapping.
Yeah, but they liked the it was like this, like, white folks, like,
melodic.
Yeah,
melodic.
They was fucking with the melody and like what he did, but like the way he transitioned to country, now they really fuck with him.
Oh yeah, dude,
like,
it all started. The seed that was planted originally is when he did Over and Over Again with Tim McGraw.
That opened up the floodgates.
'Cause it's all in my head, bro. And
a
lot of people hate on that.
Man, that shit so
I didn't even
hard.
know who Tim McGraw was. Nelly helped me find. I don't listen to him, but.
And that's why I always say, like, that song like ended racism because it got the hip hop, like, urban community hip to Tim McGraw, and then Tim McGraw's fans got hip to Nelly. And that's, now the rednecks invited to the cookout and the black folks invited to the bonfire.
Right. And even if that redneck was going to say something potentially racist, now he'll forever have, I like that Nelly.
On me.
That's that Nelly fella. I like him.
And then to make it even deeper, bro, pause. But this dude, like, his name, because, like, his real name is Cornelius, but his nickname is Nelly.
Mm-hmm. Nelly, that's where he gets it from, I guess.
But, like, when you riding horses, like, whoa, Nelly. Like, see, that country shit, bro. He knew the whole time, bro. Like, he plotted this out. Nelly knew what he was going to do.
And he embraced, funny enough, he, embraced St. Louis as, he kind of almost looked at it like how I always say, Memphis and St. Louis aren't that far from each other. Granted, Memphis is more southern.
That's true,
but St. Louis still has a lot of South in us too.
That's true, but we are such an interesting city because we can really talk about this, bro. Like, the country, like, white people here are so weird because, like, they not super country, but they look like, hear me out, bro, because it's gonna be so hard to explain this because you know what I'm talking about. If you look at country people around, like, America, like, they real country. Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, country folks over here are somewhat urban. Yeah. It's so fucking interesting because, like, you'll talk to, like, whether it be a white chick, white dude, like, country white chick, white dude, and you'll talk to them and they'll know shit about the John Deere cornfields, but yet they'll tell you shit about the city.
Yeah.
And you, like, scratch your head like, damn, bro, like, you don't even.
He's hip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like hip country over here. It's weird. Anywhere else that I've seen, it's just legit down to the core country.
Yeah.
Country people over here be hip than a motherfucker.
Bro, to literally quote Nelly and make this full circle, it's a Midwest thing.
It really is, bro. Midwest country is so different. Like, we are like hip.
I don't think Detroit's like that, though. Detroit's still considered Midwest, but they're pretty far north.
They're pretty far.
They deal with.
The only other city I would say, Midwestern city, that's kind of like us, that has that hip country type of feel, I would say it's like Cleveland.
Yes.
Like, cause country people,
Cleveland's grimy as fuck.
On me, cause country people in Indiana, like, itself, are that same type of thing where they know about that country shit, but they hip though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking weird. Like,
it is weird, man. I think it's literally a Midwest thing.
It really is, cause you can be talking to somebody, you can be talking to a country or a country person, and they'll have motherfucking Luke Bryan, and then right after that is like Lil Wayne.
3 6 Mafia.
On me, you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's happened to me so many
man,
times.
For real, it's only here. Like,
how the fuck did you just switch? Granted, I have a pretty wide music taste.
Me too, but
not even like that.
But you won't even expect it, because you be like sitting there like, all right, okay, they playing a little Luke Bryan and shit, and then like before And then after that song ends, gotta stay fly. You like, what is going on?
Shit.
Like, damn, like, what is going on
I'm
here?
fucking with this.
Like, for real, that's how that shit is. So you like, damn, all right, these country people hip.
Hey, shout out to the hip country people.
Yeah, shout out to the hip country folks. And if you're all listeners, man, shout out to y'all too.
Yeah, there was a time that I forgot what the fuck I was doing down there. I think I was visiting somebody that was camping down in Sullivan. That's pretty far south.
True.
On the way to Memphis from St. Louis. But it was so funny because I was at a fishing spot and there was just this other dude, the only other dude there that was like the same age as me, and we were talking. He was from Sullivan already. I was from the city, and it was just dope as fuck. We were talking about the stereotypes of country folk and the city folk.
Yep.
And he was genuinely ignorant about some things, like how I was towards country people. And I didn't believe every stereotype, obviously, but we both helped each other in a very nice, there wasn't any like, you're a fucking hick.
Yeah, Midwest people are really open to knowledge, but the trick is you got to present it right.
Yes.
That's the trick with Midwestern people. We open to learn, but you got to approach us right about it. You can't just come in, belittle, and be like, oh, but if you just come in on the humbug, like, all right, this is how it is. Like, oh, okay, I never seen it like that.
Perhaps.
You know me. That's why you be seeing so much, like, the Midwest damn near be like a walking meme, because you can see, like, some hood niggas fishing by the lake with some white folks. And you like, this don't look right. But it just be like, what happened was is that they came down there. They was real, like, I would say friendly, but they was mainly respectable.
Right.
And you're like, oh shit, okay. And then like that's when the exchange of words and cultures happen. You don't see that anywhere else because in the South, especially on the West Coast and the East, is real segregated. I love the Midwest so much because it's integrated as fuck.
Yeah.
And, of course it has its downsides, but the best thing about it is we are so close in proximity that we're able to learn from each other. Like, you don't get that anywhere else because how segregated it is. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest is so unique like that. That's why we have so many motherfucking, like, mixed light-skinned people because, like, motherfuckers be integrating like that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, motherfuckers be talking to somebody, and then again, back to what we originally said, they be Luke Bryan in 3-6. They're like, all right, I'm fucking with Shorty. And then,
I want to say this, too. There's a special connection. All the times that I've been in any other city, even besides Seattle, every time you see somebody else that's like rocking a St. Louis hat or Cardinals gear, it's something that lets you know they're from St. Louis. Or even, this happened to me. I've had people approach me in like Portland, and it happened a couple times even in New York, and people are just so fucking happy, as well as I am, to see somebody else from St. Louis.
Course,
there's like a special
that
connection.
pride right there, like, yes.
Like, I don't think LA people, if you're from LA and you go out to New York for a day and someone else is from LA, you're not running up, oh, you're from California too? Everybody's from fucking LA.
Exactly.
St. Louis is small enough still to where we can still have that kind of bond. I tell you what, when I was up in Seattle, I was walking through the crowd with my brother. We're sitting there walking. We see a chick pass us with a Cardinals hat. And I wasn't even going to say anything. She did like a double take, saw our Cardinals gear. And like, I shit you not, this grown-ass woman came from like a block away through a sea of people. Mm-hmm. And she genuinely wanted to have a conversation. She's like, I've been up here for 3 years. And, they got what they call the Seattle freeze. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are very introverted up there. A lot of people don't. It's socially awkward. So she was just so happy to see someone else from the Midwest because she knew how we got down.
Exactly.
When it came to talking and being like, very friendly.
On me.
And it was just, that was when it hit me where I was like, okay, this lady must have been alone as fuck up here just to act like that.
That's how that shit is because Midwest people love to talk, especially in St. Louis. Like, we love to talk in St. Louis, bro. You can just say what's up to somebody and like, if they in a good mood, they'll just tell you every fucking thing.
Everything. Have you heard of the Midwest goodbye?
Yeah, on me.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
Me all the time,
with
bro.
My grandparents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can be there for 2 hours doing the outro, trying to leave, bro.
Said bye 7 times.
On me, 7 fucking times, and they keep fucking going, bro. That's how that shit is. I was just talking to the homie, Alex, the other day, because we was talking about some type of crime that happened. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, bro, like St. Louis is so crazy and it's such a so small of a city. Whenever crime happens, bro, the real reason we don't trip off of it is because 9 out of 10, we know somebody that knows like the person involved in that.
Yeah,
so you gonna talk about it regardless. You know, you can just be chilling, smoking, or talking to somebody, and then you like, yeah, man, you heard about that Robbie at the Quick Trip? Like, oh yeah, you talking about with Larry and them? Like, oh shit,
that was Larry.
Yo,
like,
that was Larry.
Yeah.
And then they see it, and that's how the dots connect. Cause they be like, damn, that was Larry. I thought he was up in Chicago. No, you know, he actually came back, and
you're completely right. And I've seen that happen on one occasion where it backfired. And since St. Louis is such a small fucking city, and that it's like high school, and it's like a big ass game of telephone, I've seen that word got out about a certain incident, and it got back to people that basically like were too loudmouthed about it. Mm-hmm. And just because everyone in the city gossips like fucking, you know, high schoolers, once again, drama, dude ended up getting, you know, penalized for it. So
it's like, right. You know, you of course you got to be careful, but that shit's just so fucking funny. Like, that's how that shit is.
We're one of the only cities that can even happen.
On me.
I feel like.
Cause
Chicago's too big.
Yeah, it's too big. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis is like that, bro.
Memphis, I could see, because Memphis, I think, is even smaller than us.
On me. Yeah, I can see that in Memphis. I think like Project Pat or DJ Paul, like they got a couple songs to where in the interlude they talking about some shit like that too.
Look at that, man. We're on the same level.
That's what I'm saying,
and
bro.
We're not even
like,
there yet.
For real. Like, that's just how that shit is, bro. That's why we don't be tripping off of no violence or nothing. Because it's like, man, bro, I'm going to talk to somebody that knows.
I'm going to get to the bottom of
this.
One way or another.
All you got to do is just bump into one person you know. Like, yeah, man, shit crazy. I heard about such and such. They got shot down on Delmar. Like, yeah, nigga, you know Brian. You like, what? That was Brian all the time. Yeah, he was staying with Tasha at the time. Tasha, what you talking about? Tasha was on the cheerleading team. Yeah, her, bro. They was talking, man. They was talking, bro. They was on some bullshit. Homie got kicked out. You know, shit. You know, he used to work at that. He used to work up there at the rallies. Right there on Page. You know, he drove that blue Charger. Oh yeah, you talking about that blue Charger? Yeah, that was Tasha's for real. That was even his. Oh, that explains, because I used to see that motherfucker at the urgent care all the time. Yeah, Tasha work up there.
Damn.
They be plotting. They be plotting
a whole audio.
That's how it is. They be breaking down the whole thing.
I want the listeners to know that Charles made that up, so don't get too.
Yeah, I made that completely
people are probably like, what else happened?
No, but that's just how it is. They be piecing it together. You be like, dang, so Tasha work at the urgent care? Yeah, cause he drive her up there, drop her off, and he drive up the rallies to do that shift too. But he be hanging up there, and I'm like, damn, bro. Then you learn the whole spiel, and you like, damn, that's how it happened. You be going back home thinking like, damn, man, Brian really shot that nigga.
Can't tell anybody.
Yeah, I know. And again, this is made up, but that shit be funny. That's how the Midwest be, or especially St. Louis, bro. That shit just be so funny.
There's no other place like St. Louis. And you know what? It goes both ways. I just want to let people know that, you know, somebody from out of town, you see it on Facebook on the comments all the fucking time. People commenting on like Fox News' post, and they're like, they just say some shitty ass thing about St. Louis. Like, no wonder. Look at the fucking city. And you're like, all right, we didn't need to hear that. Right. We already know it.
Exactly.
But I don't know, man. It's just like even the bad stuff is just St. Louis, man.
It's just the St. Louis thing, bro. Like,
you know,
it's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain if you're not from here. Like, I even feel like even out of towners that come in here, you're still not going to see it for how we see it because you didn't live here. So even if they come here and they're like, "Wow, this is a great place," actually, it's like, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. It's cool, but you know, in order to really experience the city, you got to be here for a couple years, bro. Honestly,
for sure, you got to let it
be here for 4 seasons.
You got to let it depress you. That's the thing. You usually come out of it, but
exactly.
Like if you've lived here and you've gotten it's like,
yeah, I feel like
I want to see some palm trees.
That's what I'm saying. But then at the same time, I feel like this city got the worst case of seasonal depression, because it'd be a lot of times, bro, where I go outside and if it's cloudy, motherfuckers' mood's not right. But if it's sunny, you'll be out there and people just be happy for no reason. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah. Shit, hey, how you been? Yeah. Like, I don't even know this dude, but
everybody's just friendly.
Big.
That's how I am in the winter, man. We talked about that so many times.
That's what I'm saying.
how did you, by the way, now that's on my mind, how did you feel about that Obi-Wan
Oh,
episode,
cool.
man?
Thank you. I was just about to bring that shit up too,
Man.
bro. That shit's so damn intense. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Turn it off.
Spoiler alert heavy.
Yeah.
Right. But nah, that shit's so fucking hard, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and go right to the real shit. Cause I showed my brothers, the scene, the Darth Vader and Obi-Wan scene. Yes. Now, I'm gonna just cut immediately to that, cause you know that's what we're gonna talk about. Mm-hmm. That scene was so hard because not only it's on so many levels. Not only that scene, Darth Vader just menacing, you know what I mean. Fucking Christian Haydenson was in the Darth Vader suit, incredible.
Hayden Christensen.
I don't know why I remixed that.
It still worked though.
It kind of did. I feel confident as fuck. But yeah, worked. So he was in the suit. But the main thing I loved about it was the fact that was the first time I seen an actual Jedi have fear, like show it. Right. Because Obi-Wan was so fucking scared.
Right, he's been cut off from the Force for so long. Yeah, that's the thing. People were hating on the show for so, like, even now after seeing that last episode, they're sitting there like, you know, Obi-Wan was a fucking Jedi master. He should have never done that. He had to cut himself off for 10 years.
10 years, yo.
It's a long
decade.
fucking time, dude. You better be happy he even saved
Leia type shit falling. On me.
But I'll say one thing, man. That scene where Vader pulled the dad out the house and then the kid, like that's the craziest thing, dude. Disney owns Star Wars now, and they had Vader snap this fucking little kid's head.
But you know what? You can't say it's Disney because I was talking to the fam about this, and it was pretty dope. They brought this to light, but Disney always had an infatuation with death.
Yeah.
Every movie, someone's parents die or someone close to them dies, so they ain't got no problem killing people.
Well, here's the thing. So Kathleen Kennedy, I think, is the girl that owns she basically runs Star Wars for Disney now. So she made a decision basically of saying that we don't want the lightsabers to like go through people and like slice them in half and shit. They're just gonna kind of reflect off them.
Right.
So people were pissed because they're like, damn, you're like making this shit even more unrealistic. They're making Star Wars too PG. But when I saw that shit, and then the second episode where that stormtrooper fell in that like laser field,
that shit had me weak because I didn't see it coming. Like,
he just tumbled off. I was like, okay.
Oh me, I had to bring that back because it happened like so like. It happened so subtle. Like it wasn't no dramatic music. It was like you're like, damn. I'm like, what just happened?
Dude, that it took me by surprise.
Yeah, it really did because it was no dramatic music, no effect. Like it was just like this shit happened every day. Like,
and then when that scene where Obi-Wan's in the desert and he like hallucinates and sees Anakin,
that
as,
was hard. Yeah,
or like in human form.
On me, that shit was so dope. I like because we talked about this off mic anyways, I think. But first and foremost, I like the fact they have Leia in there so young, because I feel like that's going to connect a lot to between that and A New Hope and all that shit.
Right.
Secondly, that fucking chase scene we talked about on that episode, so unrealistic but yet funny. That shit was like watching that shit was damn near some Coco Melon. Like that shit was so childish. Like you couldn't catch this damn kid.
The funniest thing is, man, they were holding their steps back. Like there was a couple times where they were getting they basically got to her,
right?
But then they were like, "Oh shit, I gotta stop! Like I'm already fucking up." But the craziest thing is, I started looking at it like they filmed it like the old Star Wars, and it was just that corny.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, but maybe that was me just making up for how bad it was. Bad.
Because I'm like,
when Reva fucking did the backflips off the. Did you see that part?
Reva did the
Reva, the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
There was a scene where she was like running towards Obi-Wan at night on the rooftops, and she was just doing these.
Oh yeah, that crazy shit. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Parkour.
You know what I mean?
Insane.
That shit was so fucking stupid.
He burned the fuck out of Obi-Wan. That was
insane. Back to that. I just we needed to talk about that fucking chase scene. But yes, when he burned Obi-Wan, bruh, and then that whole scene was cinematic excellence because he brought him through that fire, but then when Shorty saved him And then that shot of Darth Vader looking, but you can see the flames. Like, dude, that was so hard. I got a screenshot of that on my phone, like a good ass screenshot.
That shows you how powerful.
Yeah, because it's such a dope shot. Like he was just standing there, like the flames, and then seeing Obi-Wan being pulled off.
And that's the thing, people don't understand. They were like, once again, I saw in comments people bitching like, it's Darth Vader. Why the fuck couldn't he just, the fire doesn't prevent him from using the Force. Obviously, Vader let him go. Yeah, he saw how untrained Obi-Wan was and was like, dude, I'm going to keep hunting him.
Exactly.
And fight him at full strength.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to bet right now, man, I'm going to call it here on the STLiens podcast. I guarantee you Liam Neeson's going to come back to play Qui-Gon Jinn as a Force Ghost.
Of course.
And he's basically going to force talk to Kenobi and be like, hey, man, you need to get your shit straight. And he's going to teach him how to, get the Force back.
Yeah, teach him about that. Because I feel like it's all going to be full circle. Because George Lucas is smart as hell. Because I completely believe in your theory. Because what's probably going to happen is Qui-Gon's going to come up and teach him the true ways of the Force.
Right.
Because Qui-Gon was really tapped in with that. So he going to teach Obi-Wan that whole like Force ghosting and all that stuff be tapped in. Because the same way Qui-Gon kind of surrendered himself when he got killed by Darth Maul is the same way Obi-Wan did, I believe, in New Hope. Yeah.
Hey, he died.
Yeah, he just gave up and was like this. He was like, zoom, he disappeared.
That was the hardest part. He was like, if you strike me down now, I'll become more powerful. And he did. He became a Force ghost and lived forever.
On me. And he continued Qui-Gon's legacy of bringing balance to the Force because seeing him get quote-unquote killed influenced Luke to get stronger.
Right, and so Luke was able to turn Darth Vader back to good.
Exactly. So, yeah, bringing balance to the Force.
Bro, hey, I will tell people straight up, I've been called like, you like Star Wars? I don't look at it as even nerdy, dude. It's
just a way of life.
Bro, it's no different to me than like Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying,
great, bro. Granted, some of the shit's corny, but the story... just the whole. I remember, when I got old enough, I started making the comparisons between religion and the Force.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, there's a lot of similarities.
It's the same shit, bro, for real. It's a lot of life lessons in that shit, for real. If you take all the, for real, bro.
You gotta have faith, man. Which there was a.
What Parappa the Rapper say? You gotta believe. Looking ass.
God, there was something I knew you were gonna want to talk about.
Nah, that's pretty much. Let me see. That's pretty much what I got.
I had an idea for. I was gonna produce a EP.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of rapping on it, I was gonna get a AI voice and just write my bars out, type them, and have the AI spit them.
That's the next level. I feel like we need to cut that out. Cause that's too futuristic. Like,
think people might fuck with it. Like,
yeah, that's hella,
steal it?
Bro. That's hella futuristic. I'm not even playing.
Dude,
like that shit. That's unheard of.
Imagine you do that, and all you got to do is just change the the BPM of.
That's what I'm saying.
Voice.
Yeah.
All you got to do is let's say you do a concert, people fuck with it, they fuck with the voice, whatever, on some Daft Punk shit. You go to a concert, you're just the DJ. And you just literally play the AI vocals on top of it. That's the concert.
Damn. That's next level as fuck.
Bro.
And then you can pull some MF Doom shit, RIP, to where you can get a different type of actor to play that, like, automated voice.
Right.
That shit's crazy.
Bro, it's like you're making a movie at that point. I don't even think Kendrick's done this.
Nah, you haven't, bro. Damn.
I'm on to something here.
Yeah, you really are. That's like multi-platinum.
And somebody else can steal it, but here's the thing. It's now on record.
That's what I'm saying.
People will always be able to go back.
Right. Look at the date. Look at the timestamp, bro.
What about you, man? How are you, by the way?
I'm chilling, bro. Things have been going good. On that path of self-happiness and self-peace. You know how it be.
Yes.
Just trying to be sustainable out here. Just trying to be real. Just trying to find some comfort because we living in times right now to where it's just like this lady that I was talking to, shout out to Miss Lois, but on me, she said this dope shit because we was talking and she was like, now we're more in a spiritual war where it's good versus evil.
Yeah. So
I'm just trying to get it as good as with myself as I can out here, bro, because shit just wild. Like, I mean, I don't even like being on the internet no more unless I'm promoting some real estate shit or doing business.
Dude.
Hey, I got a new thing I do now, bruh, to where, like, around, on a normal day, around, like, 8 o'clock, like, before I drink or if I do decide to smoke before I unwind, I put my phone on D&D.
Yeah, do not, yeah.
Yeah, and I just, like, chill the rest of the night, bruh, because just how crazy this shit is. Because I don't like checking my phone in the morning or at night before I go to sleep. Because I want to see some fun shit, but everything's so controlled now. I can't.
Algorithm.
Yeah, I can't, bro. Because as soon as I go in, I'm gonna see some crazy shit. I don't even,
I don't want to see this guy behead somebody.
I don't want to see no beheadings. I don't want to see fucked up headlines, bro. Look. Hey,
that's the thing. I remember before I went on Facebook and was like, before I made Facebook a family only thing for me, I went through and unliked every single news outlet. I unliked CNN, Fox,
all that
not
shit.
Even for political reasons, because I unliked everything.
Right.
And it just made me feel so much better. And, people argued with me. And I was like, you're going to be out of the loop. Why are you going to know when important things happen? Here's the thing. If it's that important, I'm going to find out somehow.
Not only that, because you're completely right, but the only thing that's important is you.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Like, you are the news.
Right.
Shit.
And
like,
on top of that, if somebody, even let's say there was a headline that I missed in an alternative dimension where it was like, Russia planning to go to war with U.S., possible nuke strike. I'm just going to deal with it when I see the beam in the sky.
On me.
If all I'm going to do, if I see that shit, if I would have woke up that morning, saw that shit on CNN, I would have been spending the rest of my day scared as fuck.
Yeah, I know,
if
bro.
I'm already doing what I'm doing and I'm driving to my destination, I just see a beam, I'm going to go, what the fuck is it? And then I'm going to die.
Yeah, right. As soon as you see the mushroom cloud, like, because that's all it is. Like you said, bro, if you were to find that out, you're just going to spend the whole day panicking.
Right. And that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Panic.
I was just talking to my fucking grandpa about this. And the crazy thing is, he was talking to me about it. He brought it up. That's today. I told him, I made the joke. I said, shit is so crazy. And I'm not even going to say we're living in the most craziest times ever. But I know for a fact our generation is going to have like major PTSD by the time we're like 50, 60.
Of course, man.
And there's just too much shit that's been going on. Granted, we haven't, World War II, our grandparents were living during that. That was pretty scary. But this shit.
It's like World War III, but all tech.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, it's all tech. It's like tech wars.
Now you got all these viruses and shit. Dude,
Yeah,
I just read
man,
today about a fucking, over there in the Middle East, they got this, like, it's called the nosebleed virus. Motherfuckers are just getting nosebleeds and just dropping.
Just, man.
Granted, it's only like, I think they said like 2 out of 5 people it's like fatal. But that's still more than it should
right,
be.
That's still a virus at the end of the day.
Right.
And I didn't finish it yet, but it has Robert Downey Jr. narrating it. But YouTube made a documentary about AI and like the rise of it and what they're doing with it. Damn. That shit, I haven't finished it, but from what I've seen so far, that shit is scary. Because we had a conversation about this one time, bruh, to where each decade something new happens.
Yeah.
So like 2011-ish, it was all about cryptocurrency popping up. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, it's a thing. Like, it's so... the numbers are crazy.
Right.
But now it's like this AI shit to where it's just like artificial intelligence is taking over everything from like our smartphones... the kiosk you see at McDonald's, this, that, and the third.
Dude, I was just reading about how, and it shouldn't be a shock to anybody, but TikTok is now like the most important thing, most largest thing ever, right? Here's the thing. There's like music record execs and all that in the big leagues that are purposely trying to get artists now to make music specifically to go viral on TikTok.
Right, just for TikTok,
and it's like...
bruh.
Okay, now you're just going to be releasing, it was, a lot of music that we hear on the radio is cash grab shit anyway.
Right.
But now you're specifically making songs to just apply to that 2-minute, 3-minute, 50-second video.
Bro.
So they, it just becomes regurgitated shit.
Exactly. And then to add on top of that, I found out that a lot of these record labels will sign somebody just off of how many followers they have. Bro, not even a fucking talent. That's wild, bro. Mixtapes are not even a thing anymore. Not because like they're trash. Like, I'll listen to a good mixtape.
Yeah.
Just because of how you said about the whole TikTok shit. Like, people are so prone to having spoon-fed like short like things.
Yeah.
They don't like longevity. So it's just like now we're in an era of just someone dropping a single, and that may be cool, but the dope thing about artists releasing bodies of work is because if someone released a 12, 15 track album or mixtape, those 12 to 15 tracks is a different story for them. So us as consumers are connected to that artist.
Yeah.
That's why we are fans of them. But if an artist is dropping a single every now and again, you're not really knowing their story. So it's like, again, full circle back to what you said. It's all regurgitated. Like this shit, it's no like originality. It's no personality to it. No substance.
And that's the thing. If you listen to a lot of these, I'm not saying all of them, but if you listen to a lot of these TikTok songs that they use for the videos that are viral.
Mm-hmm.
Like one example that I did my TikTok, or I did my dance on TikTok one time and went viral with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's people that are actually now listening. Like that was like a song, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I don't know if that was just a clip or not, but like, since these executives are telling people like, all right, you know, we need to start pandering towards this, you know, group. Now people are gonna go looking for, okay, when I make this song and step into this studio, you know, I need to think of meme culture, and I need to think of, you know, what can I say? Can I throw a bar in there about, you know, what the latest meme joke
exactly
is? It's just people, you know, the pandering, it gets corny. And granted, you know, there's always going to be people out there making real music, so at the end of the day I don't care, because now, thanks to the rise of streaming services, I have not listened to the radio since fucking high school, probably on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, I don't really care what music's out nowadays, because I listen to my shit.
Exactly.
So
same here with me as well. I just stay in tune with, you know, what I like to listen to, and if anything new comes around to where, you know, it grabs my ear, I'm gonna check it out. But you know, unfortunately, in today's climate, that's a little rare.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is. You always have some that slip through the crevices, but that's what matters. But shit, the only thing
I can't call it.
Yeah, you really can't. The only thing you can do, bro, is just keep living your life and shit, doing the best that you can to really level yourself up, because
for real,
this shit is just crazy out here. But we can go all day about it. But we gave him a quick little breakdown.
This was actually way longer than I was thinking. I was, you know, aiming for, but we dropped gems.
It's cool. We reached about that hour mark, so it's, you know, we dope.
All in the
it's
day's
dope
work.
Regardless. Exactly, bro. But hey, I feel like that's a good sound off. So. Yeah. Let's let the listeners and viewers know another great addition to STLiens.
We have to be at 70 by now, right?
Yes.
There's no way we're not yet.
No, we at the 60s. The 60s was a slow burn, but we in the 70s
that shit
now.
Well, there was that one time where, you know, we didn't record for like 2 weeks.
That's true.
So we're back and better than ever. And, you know, we need to plan something for the year in September.
True.
I don't know what kind of special we can do on the pod. Maybe we can bring back that live caller thing.
Oh, yeah, on me, that
Fuck
shit.
It. We'll have to get a burner phone.
No, we got like way more listeners and shit, so that shit would be hard.
Yeah.
Put in your random questions.
I'll even take people in the comment section. Like, we'll get anybody to call.
On me. Anybody.
Like I said, we have a burner phone. Anyone can.
Exactly, bruh. Our Indian viewers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cross seas.
Even, you know, shout out to the Chinese. If
you
guys are listening. I don't know if they're letting you, but.
Our Pacific Islanders, you know what I'm saying?
Indonesians.
Yeah, type shit, man. Filipinos.
Russia, we can't say you because of what's going on.
What's going on? You know, we gotta meet in that middle. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
We see you, but
exactly, bruh. Shout out to our, you know, African viewers, black viewers, white viewers. You know what I'm saying?
We all came from there. Mm-hmm. So whether people want to believe it or not. Mm-hmm. I just had that conversation with somebody. It was a grown ass man, and he did not. I just didn't even debate him on it at my job, because it was like, all right, if you're so ignorant to the point where you can't even fathom the idea that maybe us as a human race did start in Africa, like you hate Africa that much.
It's like, damn, bro, come on,
damn,
like, this
man,
is
they
history.
didn't do anything to
right?
you.
This is history, man. Damn.
What about, you know, even at least give Egypt credit,
right? Type shit. You know, like, if not the whole continent, at least, you know, give.
But yeah, no, you can't change or fix ignorant people.
You can't,
that don't want to be fixed.
Exactly.
So
that's all it is, man.
Food for thought. You do the dishes,
man. Look.
I'll let Dre do that.